Have you ever wondered how ancient civilizations achieved feats that seem to us today impossible? What mysteries lie behind technologies that defy our understanding modern? In this video, we'll discover 7 ancient technologies that science can't explain. From amazing mechanisms to monumental structures, join us and leave surprising by these historical enigmas. Don't miss it. Without further ado, let's start with the video. Number 7. Roman concrete. The Roman building material referred to is known as opus caementicium, which resembles modern concrete. The builders of ancient Rome. They manufactured this material on site, mixing lime mortars with volcanic ash, known as such as pozzolana, and pebbles. This compound resulted in an extremely versatile and durable that could be molded and used in various architectural applications. Opus caementicium was used both as a formwork material, filling molds to create structures, such as infill between two walls, providing a foundation solid and resistant. This Roman concrete has been the key to the durability of numerous works, such as Agrippa's Pantheon, whose dome still stands after almost 2,000 years. This durability has been a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the engineers Romans. In addition to its use in buildings such as the Pantheon, the opus caementicium was crucial in the construction of infrastructures of vital importance for the Roman Empire. Several dikes built with this material, they have withstood the ravages of time and environmental conditions for more than 20 centuries, highlighting its resistance and effectiveness. The exact recipe for this concrete remains a mystery, although it is known that the combination of pozzolana and lime was critical to its strength and durability. The Roman Empire's quest to conquer led its engineers to build a vast network of infrastructures, including 85,000 kilometers of roads with countless bridges, aqueducts, ports, amphitheaters, thermal baths, and other works. These constructions not only facilitated the mobility and trade within the empire, but also served as a symbol of the power and advanced Roman engineering. The existence and preservation of these works were only possible thanks to the use of Roman concrete, whose precise manufacturing method has not been completely unraveled to this day. The ability of the Romans to develop and use the opus caementicium so effectively speaks of his advanced understanding of materials and his ability to innovate in the field of civil engineering. The longevity of its constructions continues to inspire engineers moderns, who continue to study the techniques and materials used by the Romans in an effort to replicate and learn from its success. Number 6. Greek fire. A fire that was not extinguished with water, but was capable of burning underwater. It must have been the most coveted technology among the powers that rivaled the Empire Byzantine. This winter fire was fired from one ship to another and burned the enemy ship and its crew. It is called Greek because its invention is attributed to the architect Callinicus from the 7th century. It is also known as marine, Roman, war, and liquid fire. Its use helped the Eastern Roman Empire dominate the Eastern Mediterranean, although it was also used on land and allowed Byzantium to repel 2 Muslim sieges. The Byzantines released it in the form of an incendiary liquid through pressurized siphons. It was speculated that it contained oil, sulfur, lime, and saltpeter. Number 5. Almost 10,000 years after its invention, steel experts are still debating what its technique of elaboration. At a time when there were not many facilities to sharpen a sword, the weapon never lost the edge gave him a formidable advantage. It was a crucible steel that was manufactured in the Middle East, taking the name of the capital of the Caliphate Umayyad. Swords made from the material became famous for their almost eternal edge, flexibility, and great hardness. These swords were made between the 10th and 18th centuries, and the Crusaders were very impressed. Today's metallurgy has not been able to decipher the making of Damascus steel. Remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any content of this type. Without further ado, we continue. Number 4. Antikythera mechanism. In 1901, sea sponge fishermen were caught in a storm taking refuge on the Greek island of Antikythera. They found a sunken ship with valuables. But the strangest thing was a mechanism that has intrigued men for more than a century. The bronze piece had such a number of teeth on each wheel that it looked like it was built in the year 87 BC, the date on which it was dated. They call this mechanism the first analog computer in history. Apparently, they used to follow the movements of celestial bodies and predict eclipses. Number 3. Delhi stainless iron pillar. In Delhi, India, there is an iron pillar more than 1,600 years old, which has been amazed specialists for centuries. It has a height of 7 points, 3 meters, and a diameter of 41 centimeters at the base, and narrows to its top. It is an excellent testimony to the history of the steel industry and evidence of the high level of mastery and sophistication that the Indians achieved, particularly in the smelting of iron. Its main characteristic is that it is not affected by oxidation, despite having been in existence for 16 centuries open air. Delhi's iron pillar was declared a World Heritage Site and had to be protected from the embrace of the visitors, who were thus seeking their good luck. Number 2. Zhang Heng's seismograph. The first device to detect earthquakes was a matte-gilt metal vessel, ornamented by dragons and guarded by toad figures. It was invented in the year 132 after Christ, attributed to the multifaceted Chinese Zhang Heng, who also built a telescope and was also a painter and writer. Zhenag stunned the Chinese imperial court when he presented his invention that could detect earthquakes distant. Inside the object were bronze spheres. The terrestrial disturbances caused the balls came out of the dragon's mouth and fell into the frogs. Depending on the location around the vase of the dragon-toad pair that had passed the ball, the approximate direction of the earthquake was known. The device was a precursor of the seismograph, signaling its occurrence and direction. Number 1. Ulfbert swords. This is the name given to about 170 swords between the 9th and 11th centuries, discovered in Europe and that present inscriptions. These swords, known as Ulfbert, are notable not only for their quality but also because of the enigmatic inscriptions they bear. Over time, the word Ulfbert became a kind of trademark engraved on swords for centuries by the Frankish blacksmiths, symbolizing a standard of quality and mastery in forging. Ulfbert swords were made during the transition period between the Viking and the sword, used by knights in the early Middle Ages. This era was crucial for the evolution of the bladed weapons, and the Ulfbert played a key role in this transformation. The combination of old and new techniques allowed blacksmiths to create swords that were not only functional in combat, but also symbols of status and power. They are considered to be the pioneers in the tradition of engraving inscriptions on the blades of swords. These inscriptions not only served as a means of identification, but also added value to the symbolic and mystical to the weapon. The inscription Ulfbert Plus is believed to have guaranteed the bearer a sword of exceptional quality, forged with an advanced technique that many at the time unknown. It is believed that they were designed by the Vikings by learning advanced metallurgical techniques. These Norse warriors, famous for their raids and explorations, probably acquired knowledge about steel forging from various cultures with which they had contact. Between these techniques include Damascus steel, known for its durability and flexibility. The ability to combine these techniques allowed Viking and Frankish blacksmiths to create swords, which were significantly superior to those of their contemporaries. Ulfbert swords not only represent a technological breakthrough in weapons manufacturing during the Middle Ages, but also reflect a cultural exchange and an evolution in the blacksmithing practice. These swords continue to be the object of fascination and study, as they offer a unique window into the world of medieval warriors and craftsmen. And with this, we come to the end. I hope you like this content. Don't forget to break the like button and subscribe to our channel until next time.